I want to say it looks like I don't know, it sort of looks, I kind of got an oblique view of a pyramid or pyramid form. It's very high. It's kind of sitting in a large depressed area. It's yellowish, ochre colored. I'm tracking severe clouds, more like dust storm. It's geologic problem. Seems to be like, just a minute. I've got to iron this out. It's really weird. I'm looking at a after effect of a major geologic problem. Before the problem, um, total difference. It's before there's no I don't know. Oh hell, it's like mountains of dirt appear and then disappear when you go before. See large flat surfaces, very smooth angles, walls. They're really large though. I mean, they're megalithic. Uh I'm seeing it's like a perception of a shadow of people. Very tall, thin. It's only a shadow. It's as if they were there and they're not there anymore. I just keep seeing very large people. They appear thin and tall, but they're very large, wearing some kind of strange clothes. Deep inside of a cavern, not a cavern, more like canyon. I'm looking up the sides of a steep wall that seems to go on forever, and there's like a structure with it's like the wall of the canyon itself has been carved. Again, I'm getting a very large structures. No, no intricacies. Huge sections of smooth stone, insides and outsides. Yes, they're very. It's like a rabbit warren. Corners of rooms, they're really huge. I don't feel like I'm standing in one. It's just really huge. Perception is that the ceiling is very high, walls very wide. They have appears to be the end of a very large road, and there's a marker thing that's very large. Keep getting Washington Monument overlay. It's like an obelisk. It's like I'm in the middle of a huge circular basin of the range, mountains by almost all the way around. Very ragged mountains, very tall. Basin's very large. The scale seems to be off or something. It's just really big. Everything's big. The cluster of squares up and down, it's like you want to make them square anyway. They're almost flush with the ground, and it's like they're connected. Something very white or reflects light. I am amid oblique left angle. Sun is sun is weird. It's like I can just perceive a like a radiating pattern of some kind. It's like some really strange intersecting kind of roads that are dug into valleys. Where a road is just a little below the edge. They're like real neat channels cut. They're very deep. It's like the road went down. It's really tough. It seems like it's just always very sporadic. See the intersecting whatever these are aqueduct type things. These rounded bottom carved channels like roadbeds. See see pointed tops of something on the horizon. Even the horizon looks funny and weird. It's like a different misty, like it's really far away, very vague. See pyramids. Can't tell if it's overlay or not, cause they're different. Insides and outsides, got both, and they're huge. It's really, it's an interesting perception I'm getting. It's filtered from storms or something. They're like shelters from storms. The structures I'm seeing, yes, they're designed for that. Inside, different chambers, but they're almost stripped of any kind of furnishings or anything. It's like a strictly functional place for sleeping, or that's not a good word, hibernations. Some form, I can't, I get real raw input. Storms, savage storms, and sleeping through storms. The people sleeping through them, uh, very tall. Again, very large people, but they're thin. They look thin because of their height, and they dress like in, oh hell, it's like a real light silk, but it's not flowing type of clothing. It's like cut to fit. They're ancient people. They're dying. It's past their time or age. They're very philosophic about it. They're looking for a way to survive, and they just can't. Can't seem to get their way out. They can't seem to find their way out. So they're hanging on while they look or wait for something to return or something coming with the answer. There evidently was a group or party of them that went to find a new place to live. It's like I'm getting all kinds of overwhelming inputs of the corruption of their environment. It's failing very rapidly, and this group went somewhere, like a long way, to find another place to live. The cause of their disturbance? I see a picture of like a, hell, it's almost a warp in a, oh god, this is difficult. It's like going, let's see. Oh, I get a globe. Uh, it's like a globe that goes through a comet's tail or it through a river or something. But it's all very cosmic. It's like space pictures, asking them if I can help. All I get is that they must just wait. Doesn't know who I am. Think he perceives I'm a hallucination or something. How did the others go? Get an impression of don't know what the hell it is. Looks like the inside of a larger boat. Very rounded walls and shiny metal. Impression of a really crazy place with volcanoes and gas pockets and strange plants. Very volatile place. It's very much like going from the frying pan into the fire. The difference is there seems to be a lot of vegetation where the other place did not have it, and different kind of storm.